This is Rakesh from Let's Make Learning Simple channel. Now we are going to see the differences between the multitasking methods. So there are two multitasking methods. The first one is multiprocessing and the second one is multithreading. So we'll try to relate these things using some real-time examples so that you can easily get the real content of that. So first, what is a process and what is a thread? Consider these two hands are two processes. This is the first process. This process is meant for doing the factorial operation, and this process is meant to do some prime number operation. So this process has 5 threads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threads. And this process has 5 threads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threads. So actually what I am trying to say is a process is an instance of a program. This is a factorial process and this is an instance of a factorial program. And these threads are subset of a process. Threads are subset of a process. For example, if you are given an operation if you are given an operation to find the factorial of for the following numbers 5, 10, 20, 5 and 4. So your job is to find the factorial of those numbers. So all those numbers, each number will be allocated to each thread. So 5 factorial, 20, 4, 1 and 6 factorial. So this factorial process will try to find those, will try to complete those jobs. So each thread is a subset of a process. And then each process has its own memory, own address in memory. So this one process, this process has its own memory address, this process has its own memory address. But threads share the common memory. Threads share the same memory. And then process is heavyweight. So this is the first process, second process. These two processes heavyweight because every process has its own memory address. So when you are trying to execute some process, it needs to save the memory, it needs to close the register properly. So it's a LIT heavyweight. Whereas threads are lightweight because threads are subset of a process. They share the same memory. That's why it's lightweight. And then switching from one process to another process requires time. So this is the first process, this is the second process. If you want to switch from this process to this process means it will take time. The reason for that is the memory needs to be dissipated correctly and then the registers that are used for that process needs to be closed correctly. That's why the time would be higher when compared to threads. The cost of communication between threads is very low. The reason behind that is it shares the same memory, so threads can communicate easily without much time and effort. So the real-time example for those is, for example, if you are opening a single Chrome window and if you are trying to open multiple tabs in that window means that's multithreading. If you are trying to open multiple windows means that's multiprocessing. Thanks for watching this video. At the end of this video, you will see the channel icon here. Please click on the first subscribe.